Lace up the shoes, chase W's.
Now what I do?
Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Murder beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, Credible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go! At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Switch. Same. Here we go. Motion. Hey, check 24.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
53 is the mic. What's the curl? Shit.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of...
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 53's done.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
You got that right there. Alert flow.
They'll run on 1st down. Good one. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the safety creep. Ready? Mike, 53. Hey, let go. Mike. Hey. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Wahoo! 53.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he will double the space they had to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Smooth.
2nd and 4. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Paris Campbell, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta. 53 to 1. 53. Check 53. Red 80. What you talking about? And bring it. Check. Red 80. 31. Check 4. Check 4. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Rush C.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he loses the football a 2nd time, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash it? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Paris Campbell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Get wide.
On 2nd down, it's Goodwin. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going for the deep ball. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. Crunch. Big edge.
On first down, Goodwin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 2, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the run. Ready? Go.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 11. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Mike's 50. Check. Mike's 50. Oh, yeah.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Zach Ertz, 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Chiefs 28, Jets nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 7. Now to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Now Darnold. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Here's Darnold. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Campbell making the catch. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Paris Campbell, 62 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone. Let's set a tone. Mike, 53. 80. Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Five.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Kill, turn up. Red 80. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You must be dreaming.
Darnold on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
54, right there. Hey, orbit. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Chris Jones. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
25, check 25, check 25. Pilot, 64, weak. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Alpha. 50, Mike's 50. Go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Chark, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. A sensational one-handed grab of the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand?
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes this into the hands of Miller. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd and 12, Darnold. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
On 1st and 10, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
On 2nd down now, it's Goodwin. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes, right side. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Chark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 49, Jets 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Good one. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Hey, Echo. On the book now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3. 80. 80 weapon.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Smith.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good job.
A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Next to score, Chiefs 63, Jets 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense to
into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Chark, 50 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Herndon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Quick pass out to Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 77, Jets 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Darnold. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check. Fresno. Hello, 80. Fresno. Mark. 29 is the mic. I said 29. Hey, Foxtrot. 29 is the mic.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready, set. Is the mark. Hey, high 7. Look at me, zipper. Mike's 50. 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, Haywood!
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out.